Hi there. Today I was thinking I would check how well Codex can deal with file systems. Since the file system I know the best is FFS2 on BSD. I will try to make a utility that resizes such file systems although they should be cold, that is not mounted. So first, I think I will start to just start codecs, of course, and then I will tell it where I have my SSH key, or agent, I mean, and I will ask it to clone the kernel, or actually, yeah, let's just clone the full kernel. Maybe it's too big for this, but I'm not sure. Of OpenBSD. I have it locally. Let's see. Actually, I don't need the full kernel sources, of course. I just need the include file directory, which defines the inodes and relists and such of the file system, and the UFS kernel source. But I don't think it will take too long to check this out. Uh, did I not do this correctly? And that is wrong, of course. I was pretty sure it would be 61122. Okay, it is six. No, it's 61222, of course. Yes, retry. Well, I know there's a resize 2fs utility on Linux, which does this on X2 and up. X2 is actually related to FFS2, but I won't ask it to look at that. I just wanted to figure it out itself, how to resize the file system. There's already a grow fs utility on OpenBSD, which can grow file systems, which is much easier, of course. But I want to resize to fs that can reduce file systems. Okay, let's see how this looks. Yeah, it's already there. That's good. Yeah, I asked it to read up on the file system details and document it. I also hinted it at that we were going to develop a file system resizer, and that I will want it to do proof-driven development, which is pretty special. That means that you are doing actual logical assertions about uh, how a file system is organized. And then you derive invariants which must hold at all times. And the code that is derived when you develop should be developed at the same time as a correctness proof. It's an interesting way of programming. It's pretty inefficient for a human, but it has been useful where you develop very sensitive control systems. Okay, it has written the documentation. We can actually look at it. I have started this in Tmax, so I can just go in here and check. Yeah, that's just an index. Source walkthrough. Can we do look at that? Scope and terminology, layering. Yeah, it describes the kernel sources and how it's done. So, and then there is the on-disk model, which is of course very interesting. Good. Some version differences. Yeah, we can look at the invariant catalog. Okay, there are some assertions. And they, rather than make them formal here, they point at source locations. Okay, and the last one, the resizer specification of the scaffolding. Crash ordering model, pointer removes before freeze, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm happy with that. Well, I wrote a very high level specification or requirements, high level requirements. And I have asked it to do a more detailed specification. The high level requirements might not be possible to fulfill, but it's for Codex to tell. Okay. I will now tell it how I want it to develop this utility. Okay. I told him to, before generating functions, state pre and post conditions and invariants. And when developing code, a proof should be developed alongside it and put in a separate document. I asked them to use a specific style that I once studied like 25 years ago, OWiki Greece, where they used predicate logic to do the proofs. I think this is a pretty hard problem for a code generating model, and I'm very excited to see if it does it good. Okay. I wondered if the resizer was done or if this was utility functions. No, it's not a full resizer yet. It's a mutation layer. So, okay, it's the primitives for how you can change a file system and proofs of their correctness. I will just tell it to finish it. Okay, I had to tell it where an OpenBSD system is because it wants to test compile, which is reasonable, although it could have just written the source and hoped for the best. Meanwhile, I think we could look at the. Oh, we don't have Emacs here. This is so nice. It's predicate logic. Uh, I haven't read this in years. Interesting. Is it already done? This is so interesting. I think I will. I must look at the code. Impressive. This looks really, really nice. What? What do? What? Of course, there's no test efforts. That was a strange one. Oh, it has removed something. So there's a gigabyte of stuff. Okay, it's done. And it's really, if this works, then it's really amazing. Did it clean it? Well, whatever. It doesn't do the include thing. Okay, I will just make. No, is this succeeded? What? No, now I am lost. This is on the wrong. That's why. Sorry. It keeps moving stuff under my feet. So that, yeah, yeah, I need to mount this also. Wait, isn't it like that? Okay, and then I can file check it. No, that was. Sorry for this. I don't remember how. Of course. Yeah, unknown special file or file system. Okay, I should just use Oh, this is the wrong way to go on about this. What is this? Now I'm getting scared. Sorry for this. I don't understand. I haven't mounted anything, right? No. How can it be busy? Can we force? It is not busy. I can't understand that. We'll just skip that. So, how can we test the resize operation? We might make we will make it this way instead. That should make a 16 megabyte file. And there I have made a file system. And then I will, well, we can mount it and we can copy some files to it. Yeah, we have files there. Now we will unmount it. And we will file check it. It's clean. And now we will try the resize utility. So we will resize test fs2, or we can call it dev rnd1a, and we will resize it to be just about 8 million bytes. I don't know if I can use units here. We can try just dry run first. Cannot read superblock. Okay, it failed. So perhaps there should be a superblock. Oh, I will tell him about the problem first. No, we should not go for alternate. I think you should not resize a partition which is broken in that way. I'll just write that. I must say, if this works out, then I have in 1 hour done a utility I have wanted for like 25 years or 30. I don't know. It's in between there. What has happened is my It seems as if he has killed this. No, no, it works. Why does it fail? I'm getting scared now. There is something that has happened here. Hmm. I'm not sure. I have broken something. Oh, I'm very sorry for this. They made the correct thing here. Yeah, we have a problem because I somehow has broken authentication. Hmm. Okay, we have to call it a day here. This is very interesting, and I think I will get back to it. Bye bye.